career arrives, nothing to worry about on your plate.
We are all set to start the program in a minute's time. Kindly be seated, please.
Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Thank you. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Music laser, चाहे जितना भी खूबसूरत हो, till there is an anchor on stage who tells you that we need a huge round of applause. Audience की तालियों में ना कभी दम नहीं रहता. So I repeat when I say this, can we have a huge round of applause from everyone in the audience? The good thing, bad thing about being on stage is you can literally see everyone with a beautiful smile. Ushadi, I love you. At the start, I need to tell you this. So, for those of you wondering, अचानक से ये आवाज़ कौन है, ये जो handsome बंदा कौन है जो स्टेज पर आके आपसे बात कर रहा है? I don't know if I should introduce myself as someone who's very close to Dr. Kapoor or someone whose profession is to entertain you every morning on 94.3 FM Radio Nasha. So अगर आप crazy for किशोर सुनते हो, अगर आप पंचम दौर किशोरदा को बहुत प्यार करते हो, and if you're a fan of the retro era and the golden era of Indian cinema and its music, my name is RJ Arvind. I say this on radio. You know, whenever I go to an event or मैं कहता हूँ मैं RJ Arvind, I actually get a round of applause. I should get my boss next time and say I need a good appraisal because of the good show that I'm doing. You know, the fact is, जहाँ पर मैं जाता हूँ, it's always a little less formal, and I want everyone to settle down, relax. लोगों को लगता है रेडियो जॉकी है, कुछ भी कह सकता है. The problem is we talk from our heart, and today it's all about the heart, because I'm going to introduce someone on stage, and we're going to talk to him. We're going to get to know him a little bit better. And one thing that all of us have in common is हम सबकी हड्डियां कभी ना कभी टूटी है जब हम डॉक्टर कपूर के पास गए हैं, और बहुत प्यार से, मुस्कुराहट से उन्होंने हमको ठीक भी किया है. So that's one common factor that all of us have. But very quickly, you know, tonight is a special evening, ऐसी शाम where we've all gathered not to spend time together, but I would say to celebrate a life dedicated to healing and humanity. Ladies and gentlemen, I love him, we admire him, and words fall short. The life of Dr. Vikas Kapoor. Can we have a round of applause for Dr. Kapoor first? The reason why we are all here. I'm not going to call you on stage as yet, but that's the man right here. He's a man of the hour. He's a superman. You know, that all of us know. You know, doctors, जैसे हमको पता है ना, are not just professionals. They are the guardians of life, the torch bearers of hope. जब हम बहुत बीमार पड़ जाते हैं, डॉक्टर के पास जाते हैं, there's so much of darkness around us. हम कभी ये नहीं सोचते कि डॉक्टर क्या सोच रहा है. हम कभी ये नहीं सोचते कि उसका दिन कैसे जा रहा है. He may have had the bad day, she may have had the bad day, but we just walk in expecting them to treat us and heal us. They've seen us in our moments of weakness. They heal us, not just the body, but also spiritually. They uplift us, they cure the pain, and equally, the best definition that I have for doctors is, you know, they inspire hope in us. और आज हम यहाँ पर celebrate करने वाले एक ऐसे इंसान की ज़िंदगी को, whose life is filled with all of these words and much more as we get to discover him. So let us open our hearts and celebrate the journey of a man who chooses service over self, turned his profession into a mission to help others, and one who continues to be a shining example of what it truly means to live for others. And I say this for all the doctors from the Manipal group, not just Dr. Kapoor, because I think it would be fair to say, अपने लिए जीना बहुत आसान है. हम जिंदगी ऐसे ही जीते हैं. You know, we think about our life, about our family, about the money that we make, the luxury that we have, the life that we make for our kids. और देखते देखते यूं ही बस जिंदगी एक पल में गुजर जाती है. डॉक्टर्स, वो हिंदी सिनेमा में डायलॉग होता है ना कि भगवान के बाद डॉक्टर है. डॉक्टर्स आर पीपल हु लिव फॉर अदर्स. दे हैव नो टाइम इन देयर पर्सनल लाइफ. इट्स वेरी डिफिकल्ट टू हैव अ पर्सनल one-on-one 5-minute कन्वर्सेशन विद देम. यू नो व्हाई? या तो वो ओटी के बारे में सोचते हैं, ओटी से निकलने के बाद कोई पेशेंट फ़ोन करता है और कहता है सर ये दवाई लूँ या वो दवाई लूँ. So ladies and gentlemen, give it up for all the doctors who live their lives for us. Come on, a big, huge round of applause for every single person from the medical profession, क्योंकि वो ना होते तो हम यहाँ पर ना होते. And as we start, I'm going to introduce a very, very special person to start off the evening today. Dr. Oyanab Devgupta, the Regional Chief Operating Officer for Manipal Hospital East, if we could have you on stage, sir, to say a few words. Can we have a huge round of applause for him?
Yep, I can hear. A very warm welcome to everyone here this evening, and I think it's a really privilege to be here today welcoming all of you on behalf of Dr. Kapoor, of course. And Dr. Kapoor has been a big brother, a good friend, and someone who've been together for the last 25 years. So our journey goes back a very, very long time, and but then he looks as young as he is looked 25 years back, and I think he'll continue to be so till the time I'll know him. And it's not only looks, it is the attitude, the approach, it is who he is as a person. And to him, healing and patience come first before everybody else. And I think those are things which we have imbibed as organizations from Medica. He's been one of the pillars and foundations of that organization. Today we are Manipal, and he continues the same with the same rigor and ethos. I think wellness and promoting wellness is something which he believes in truly from the bottom of the heart. 1,000 is just a number. Well, I think the numbers will be one more 1,000, one more zero soon, 10,000, because he is somebody who doesn't believe in doing things alone. He's someone who believes in teamwork. And I think one of the finest teams that he has put together, and his orthopedic team is just one part. It's a much, much larger team. And he is a man who's meant to do much, much bigger things in life. Dr. Kapoor, it's been a pleasure knowing you and being a part of this journey with you. Wishing you all the very best. And to all the patients whom you have touched, their knees and hearts, they will all wish you the same. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much, sir. जिस इंसान के बारे में इतनी बातें हो रही है अब उस इंसान को बुलाने का वक्त हो चुका है. You can see the stats here on the screen. These are just numbers, लेकिन इन numbers से भी ज़्यादा we have a lot of people who've been treated, by Dr. Kapoor personally, sitting in the back, sitting right here in the front. Everyone with a smile आज चल पा रहे हैं, हंस पा रहे हैं, दौड़ पा रहे हैं, जिंदगी जी पा रहे हैं. It's because of one and only Dr. Vikas Kapoor. And I was thinking, how do I introduce such a person? So normally anchors क्या करते हैं ना? They have this very favorite line. They say, ladies and gentlemen, the person we are going to introduce on stage, उनके लिए हमारे पास कोई words नहीं है, सिर्फ उनका नाम काफ़ी है. And then they have this one paragraph जहाँ पर वो पूरा, bio share करते हैं. I always like to do different introductions on stage, and I like doing personal ones, the ones that you don't get on Google. So let me share the personal experience of a radio presenter जिसको साइकिलिंग का बड़ा नशा चढ़ गया था कोलकाता में, और उसको उसके फ्रेंड ने कहा कि लेट्स गो फॉर मॉर्निंग साइकिलिंग राइड्स इन कोलकाता, 60-70 किलोमीटर्स. चलो. In one of these rides, this friend of yours जिसको आप सुबह रेडियो पे सुनते हो has a little accident, और मेरा जो left hand था, I was not being able to move it properly. I was not able to drive, I was not able to come back. There was a fierce pain and I did not know what to do. फोन उठा के किसी को फोन भी नहीं कर सकता था. I'm so thankful to a friend of mine who said, there's only one person you need to go to. Please go and meet him right away. His name is Dr. Vikas Kapoor. I walk into the hospital with all that pain. और जब मैं अंदर पहुंचा, I was sitting there. In those 15 or 20 minutes that I was waiting at the hospital, I was seeing senior citizens, I was seeing a small kid, I was seeing people from all age groups with so much pain. I mean, तब मुझे लग रहा था यार मेरा तो दर्द बिल्कुल कम है उनके कंपैरिजन में. बट सब में एक चीज़ कॉमन थी, and I was very intrigued to meet him. By that time कोई introduction properly हुआ नहीं था. Everyone was coming out with a smile. जो भी अंदर दर्द से जा रहा था, बाहर एक स्माइल लेकर आ रहा था. And I realized that the magic is not in the medicine, that the magic is not in the surgery, the magic is not in the robotics. True magic is in the smile of a gentleman when you walk into the room, जो मुस्कुराकर आपसे कहता है, इतनी साइकिलिंग करने की क्या ज़रूरत थी, चलो तुमको भी ठीक कर देंगे. That baritone voice, that smile, made me feel so comfortable. Kahan Dr. Vikas Kapoor se wo Vikas bhaiya ban gaye, became family to me, and someone I really, really look up to. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Vikas Kapoor, Cluster Director of the Mukundapur Cluster of Manipal Hospitals in Kolkata, a name that today stands tall in the healthcare world of our city. Unke leadership ke andar, the proud legacy of two institutions which have touched countless lives, and I can't even count that number today. Former AMRI Mukundapur and Medica Super Speciality Hospital ke head. At Medica, he served as Vice Chairman and Group Director of Orthopedics, leading from the front with vision, knowledge, and compassion. Lekin in designations ke aage, what truly defines him, and I think all of us who know him personally, jo unse 2 minute bhi mila hai, is the warmth in his heart and the integrity of his soul. Those who know him often say, डॉक्टर तो सिर्फ शरीर को ठीक कर सकता है, हड्डियों को जोड़ सकता है, लेकिन दिल और दिमाग को कोई हील करे तो वो डॉक्टर कपूर जैसे हील करे. तालियां हो सकती है. थैंक यू. And I think when you meet someone like Dr. Vikas Kapoor, you realize hospital सिर्फ एक जगह नहीं है ट्रीटमेंट के लिए. It's a space where your life returns, your dignity is restored, your hope takes a new breath. And as I said, ऊपर वाला हर जगह नहीं पहुंच सकता, लेकिन जहां नहीं पहुंच सकता, डॉक्टर विकास कपूर जैसे इंसान को जरूर भेजता है. थैंक यू सो मच, डॉक्टर कपूर. Request you to come and say a few words. Ladies and gentlemen, the man of the moment, Dr. Vikas Kapoor.
Indigestion. Arvind, you just created a huge requirement for pantoprazole and some unions in both. I mean, these two are the drugs which we take for indigestion, and believe me, Arvind is going over the board. আমি বাংলার ছেলে, কলকাতায় জন্ম, জোড়াসাঁকুতে বাড়ি। লোকে আজকেও জিজ্ঞেস করে, কাপুর তো বাঙালি হয় না। কিন্তু এই ঐতিহ্য 125 বছর বাংলায়, 125 বছর থাকলাম। প্রথম ডাক্তার আমাদের এই বাড়িতে, আর সব কিছুই এখানে আমরা দেখলাম। দুর্গাপুজো, কুমারটুলি, জোড়াবাগান, আমাদের পড়াশোনা সব কিছু কলকাতায়। তারপরে গেলাম বেনারস হিন্দু ইউনিভার্সিটিতে ডাক্তারি পড়তে, মেডিকেল কলেজ ছেড়ে ওখানে 10 বছর কাটালাম। জীবন সঙ্গিনীকে সঙ্গে নিয়ে এলাম, পড়াশোনাও করলাম। উনিও দিল্লি থেকে, ডক্টর পুনম কাপুর এখানে বসে আছেন। আর তারপরে এখানে শুরু হলো একটা আমাদের যা বলা হয় journey. So the journey started, and this was almost 30 years now, almost 28 years. I'm sounding a bit too old, I should not. Arvind, mark this, I'm quite into this for a long time. And don't trust him, I'm not that young, because then you will think, why go to a young doctor? You should go to more experienced people. So yes, thank you so much. This has been just one phone call for all of you. You have been so kind. Maladi, Ushadi, Shamlu auntie, I just don't know what to say. Preeti auntie, I mean, I have developed relations. Mera bhai, Ramesh, bade bhai sahab, and I just don't know how and what to say. You know, there are so many people in the crowd who I have treated, and I don't know, I found their hearts in their knees, and they kind of just, we got synchronized, you know, and I'm so grateful to God. Given one more chance in life, I will live the same life. I will not change it for anything. I may be able to do and earn a lot more in different things, but I will never get people like you in my lives. I'm so enthralled and so happy that I have lived this life. My parents, they are not here. My mother is not here anymore. My father is not well enough, but I wish they would see this somewhere. And I wish that they would understand how simple they were and how the world has changed, and that ingrained simplicity in me comes out probably in my interaction with everybody, with all of you, and that's why you talk like this. I am just one boy next door. It's just that being overworked is not, I am not overworked. If I don't work tomorrow, I don't know what will happen to me. So I welcome you all with my head bowed down. I am so thankful to God that all of you are here in my life. আমি সত্যি জানি না আমি কি করব যদি আপনারা না থাকতেন, আর আপনাদের মতো অনেকেই এখন আসবে আমার জীবনে, আমার কাছে, আমার পাশে। আর যখন এই পৃথিবী থেকে আমি যাব, আমার মনে থাকবে যে আমি যা করে যাচ্ছি, আশা করি আমার পরের জেনারেশন একই জিনিস যেন করে, আর আমাদের কলকাতাকে, আমাদের পশ্চিমবঙ্গকে খুব ভালো করে তোলে, আর এখানকার প্রত্যেকটা মানুষ যেন এই চিকিৎসা জগতে চিকিৎসা পায়, আর কেউ যেন ফেরত না যায়। থ্যাংক ইউ ভেরি মাচ।
You need to stay on stage and join me for a quick conversation here. Okay. What kind of a conversation do you want? A serious medical one or a funny one? Which one? Okay. How many hands for a serious conversation here? Haath uthaiye. Okay. How many hands for a good, jovial, personal one-on-one conversation? That's the full house here. You know, I like to start by saying this.
सारी कॉमेडी तो तुमने पहले ही कर दी।
नहीं,
जो
बिल्कुल
बातें
नहीं।
मेरे बारे में बता रहे थे तुम।
अरे अब तो
वैसा तो मैं हुई नहीं।
सारी बातें तो मुझे अब करनी है।
पूछो जब लोग मेरे कमरे में घुसते हैं तो उनकी क्या हालत होती है, और जब बाहर बैठे रहते हैं तो उनकी क्या हालत होती है। तो कॉन्वर्सेशन इतना आसान था ही नहीं, तुमने तो कॉमेडी पहले ही कर दी।
नहीं, एक चीज़ है जो मैं शुरुआत करना चाहूँगा। मैं ऑडियंस में देख रहा था जब आपने मिसेस कपूर के बारे में स्टेज में जिक्र किया। She had a lovely smile on her face. You know, the smile that is filled with love, pyar, ishq, mohabbat. You can see. Mrs. Kapoor, can you just stand up for 1 second so that everyone can see you in the audience? Ladies and gentlemen, the Shakti in Dr. Vikas Kapoor's life.
So he is introducing Durga to you. Remember that. And Durga has two faces. One is the smiling face, and one is for the face. Yeah. So my Durga smiles very beautifully. At the same time, Ma Durga is a disciplinarian, and that is why me and my children are what we are. It starts at home. It starts at home, and God forbid if I don't behave myself outside the home also. So therefore, you know what is going on behind me. कभी भी उल्टा पुल्टा मत बोलना लोगों को।
आप लोग कहते हो मैं एक्सैजरेट करता हूँ। डॉक्टरी पढ़ने के लिए तो उनको पढ़ाई करनी पड़ी, यूनिवर्सिटी जाना पड़ा। अच्छा हस्बैंड और अच्छा इंसान होने के लिए तो इट्स अ ब्लेसिंग, राइट? जो कहा उन्होंने, दैट्स अ रेसिपी फॉर अ परफेक्ट मैरिज एंड अ परफेक्ट हस्बैंड।
8 साल इंतजार करना पड़ा। 8 साल इंतजार करने के बाद वो परफेक्ट वाली बात आई है सामने।
क्या बात?
तो जो पीछे वो तो तुमने देखा ही नहीं।
वी नीड टू नो मोर। मैं सबसे पहला सवाल आपसे करना चाहूँगा, एंड इफ यू परमिट मी, कैन आई कॉल यू विकास भैया ऑन स्टेज?
You call me whatever. I mean,
so
I know you
such. When I look back at your life, हम सब यहाँ पर आए हैं because we also want to know you a little bit more beyond, you know, the doctor's prescription also. Tell us something about your childhood, about your parents in particular. कहाँ से आपकी upbringing हुई, शुरुआत कहाँ से हुई? And I'll combine 2 questions in one. When was the time that you knew this is my life's mission, that I need to study medical, I need to be a doctor right now? इसका inspiration कहाँ से आया?
So as আমি বললাম যে জোড়াসাঁকো ঠাকুর বাড়ি, that's it. I just break into Bengali. I'm sorry, but it's not I'm sorry, I'm proud of it. I'm very, very proud of it. So I used to be, we were very simple, 124 years we go back in the city. Opposite Dabadi in Jodashaku was our Poitrik Badi, and I was 4th generation here in Calcutta. Very, very simple. My parents, my mother from Varanasi and my father was, of course, born in Calcutta. And he was a lawyer, so he had to leave a luminary sitting here in front of me. Thank you, Milanda, for coming. And of course, my friend Anuj sir. So See, we never had any tradition of medicine in our lives. And I was a black sheep amongst all the lawyers. In fact, one of my brother's cousin is a chief justice at this point of time. My 3 generations in my Nana's side and here, everybody was a lawyer. The dean of law faculty of BHU, this, that, everything. So we never had anything else. I was the black sheep. Why? So my mother had a heart surgery in 1977. And I was only 8 years old at that time. And I saw her huffing and puffing, and I remember distinctly that it was so expensive at that time that to get a heart surgery done, you had to go to US. And we didn't have anything. We lived in a 2-room, house which was shared. So she could not walk 2 steps or 4 steps, and she was very young. And so she got a doctor in Mumbai, Dr. Dastoor, I remember his name, he was a cardiac surgeon. And he operated her, and it was a mitral valve, a metallic mitral valve which was put in her heart. And she survived. And I was in class 3 or 4 at that time, and when they came back home, that was the first time in my life I topped in my class. Because I realized that if I have to do something, I have to become like Dr. Dastoor. I have to become a doctor. I mean, this is not known to some of my closest friends sitting here. I realized that this is what I have to do, and I never thought that there was something else I could do in life ever after that. Of course, destiny made me an orthopedic surgeon. That is a different thing, but I think that this is the best thing I could have done in life, and that's what I said just now. So that was the inspiration. And she incidentally passed away after 48 years of life after that surgery, which is probably, and God bless that gentleman who operated her, the longest mitral valve survivorship in the world. So that lucky is what a doctor can do to a life. He can change so many lives. Also, the fact that she lived for 76 years on this earth, and the fact that we lived in her canopy, and also the fact that we have been able to now, the next generation of doctors has come in our family because of that.
You know, हमें हमेशा इमारत नजर आती है. We see the building, but we need to remember that the foundations of the building are equally as important. आज जो success हमें नजर आता है, आज जो शोहरत हमें नजर आती है, there are so many sacrifices that a family has made. Just staying with your parents. I have 2 questions. Dr. Dastoor से आप कभी मिल पाए उसके बाद?
No, I
Never?
just know his name. There was only 5 cardiac surgeries done in a year in that time in the country, and that was a different time. There was, AIMS had no cardiac surgery. India had no cardiac surgery. It was like an experimental situation. So we were like, we could not afford to go to US. Nobody could at that time. So that was 78, 76.
So आपने घर पे जब कहा कि आप डॉक्टर बनना चाहते हो, how was the response? किस तरह का प्रोत्साहन मिला
आपको? There was
no
other discussion. It was always just go ahead. Of course, there was nothing. The only few colleges in the country, and we were supposed to treat poorest of poor. When I became doctor also for years, I was in a situation where people used to come, and initial phase of a doctor's life is very different. Something like what Milanda must have, if he will also understand, as a professional, all of us, when initial days you are really struggling, people are not really coming to you and they are going to pay you. They will give you 1 packet of mishti, or they will give you something, but you treat them. This is where we grow from, and this is where the empathy comes. So if you are able to sustain that time in life, in any profession, and I don't look at medicine as a profession, it's a way of life. Unless you make it a way of life, you will never ever become a good lawyer or a good doctor. You have to give it back to people even before you get it from the people. लोग कहते हैं ना कि समाज में आप give it back to people after you have earned it. So if you have become, Mr. Ambani, he has gone through a lot, his parents have gone through a lot. You give it back to society. We give it back every day from the day we start. We give back first. And if you don't give back first, you will never be able to be successful in life. So remember, budding doctors, budding lawyers, please be prepared for 10 years of hard work, 0 income, 0. You will not be able to, believe me, for 5 years we were not able to understand whether next month we will be able to. Actually, when I bought my first arthroscope, I took loan from my wife. She emptied her accounts completely. She gave me the money. I did not have enough money to buy the first arthroscope. So this is how the life starts. And when you start like this, you realize that everything else is going to be just simple and very, very easy. It is not going to be difficult.
Today we're looking at so many surgeries that you've done. In a day, in a week, mahine mein. I know the kind of schedule that he has, traveling, always in the OT. Very rarely he checks his WhatsApp also. You have to give him a call sometimes and say, Dr. Kapoor, aap ek baar check kar lijiyega. Can you go through that first operation jo aapne kiya tha, which was probably a difficult one? You were also nervous as you were starting out. Innings आपकी शुरुआत हो रही थी वहाँ पर. What was your emotion, back then, with the first real tough case that you had?
क्या पूछ रहा है ये सब? कुछ याद भी नहीं है. Actually,
इसीलिए तो मुझे यहाँ भेजा गया है.
Excitement इतना था कि कुछ भी कर देंगे, and there was no YouTube, no internet, no PubMed, nothing. So you had to just struggle, and there were no instruments also. When I came to Calcutta, I was in initial years, 96 in CMRI, and there was no CIAM. The CIAM is an image intensifier inside the OT in which you see the bones and you fix the fracture. It was not there, can you believe it? And we used to take X-rays and wait for 10 minutes for the X-ray to get ready and come and then fix the fracture. So it was a very difficult time, I'm telling you. It's not easy. Now, independent operations, I don't know when I transitioned from an assisting surgeon to an independent surgeon. Probably my bosses started leaving all the surgeries on me and going, having a cup of coffee. And I remember doing my first knee replacement in 1999, 98. Now that is a very long time, very, very long time. That lady, Mrs. Junjunwala, I remember from Lake Town, she away, and that was a joint done at that time without any technology, without any robot. So life gives you lessons, and that makes you confident. So what I do today is very easy. It's nothing. It's absolutely nothing. With what we used to get the instruments from all over the place. We used to wait for 7 days before the instruments arrived in Calcutta for doing one surgery. And from there, I have got 10 sets lying in my theater, thanks to Manipal and thanks to Enab and all the people in the crowd who are helping me out. And I have got robots. I am getting second robot, and probably we'll get a third robot in 3 separate theaters. And now we are doing it for the people at a mass scale. Can you imagine what is happening now? And I'll give you a piece of statistics. This country has 140 crore people. This country has at least 30 to 40 crore people over the age of 60, 65. That means at least 60 to 70 crore knees. That means at least 5 crore bad knees. Can you imagine only 20 lakh joint replacements are done in this country? Look at the amount of need. And today, children are not staying with their parents. Children are actually, and not because of choice, but because of the career. They are traveling, they are going to different places, they are software engineers, they are staying in US, they are staying in, they are well off. But the fact that you need to walk to the restroom, to toilet, the fact that you need to get a glass of water for yourself, that is what a knee replacement is doing to the society, and that's why we need it so much. The boom in this surgery is not because it's a fashion industry. The boom in this industry is because of the fact that this particular operation has not only changed the way of life, it has increased the quantity of life. I was just telling Maladi that it has increased the number of years people have taken this. And I'm thankful that all of them are here today because they have been a part of my life also.
They're all smiling, can see the smiles sitting here on stage. You mentioned Mrs. Kapoor twice इस conversation में.
नहीं, मैंने अभी मालादी का भी नाम
नहीं, उनका नाम twice
ऐसा
mention
मत
किया
बोलो
गया
यार,
था.
मैं सबका नाम ले रहा हूँ. ये क्या बात होती है?
पर
उषादी, मैंने आपका भी नाम लिया था बीच में, फिर शामलो आंटी भी बैठी.
আমি উষাদিকে স্টার্টিং এ আইলো বিটা বলে দিয়েছি when I saw her on stage.
You are trying to create a nexus with her, and you are
नहीं. मैंने I think this is something that I wanted to know, and I wanted to keep it very personal ताकि we get to see the lighter side of him. He's a fantastic singer. आप में से कितने लोगों को पता है, हाथ उठाइए, that he's a fabulous singer, fabulous. I mean, at a chotto golpo boli, this is a story not known to everyone. I mean, imagine the impact of a singer. एक आर्टिस्ट का काम अगर लोगों को याद रहना इससे बड़ा गिफ्ट और कुछ होता नहीं है. So I interview Dr. Vikas Kapoor in my station on 94.3, and he's talking about his music. Suddenly, ek ke baad ek, and it's a very impromptu conversation. He sings a song. He sings a song on stage without any reverbs, without any, I'm sorry for the technical language. There is no track, कुछ नहीं, एकदम dry voice में. तो मेरे जो station head है, मेरे boss, walks in and says, just ask him, did he study in St. James, Kolkata by any chance? So I was like, St. James, Kolkata, उसके साथ क्या connection है? And then he remembers some fest where in the 90s, apparently a young Vikas Kapoor had sung in that school fest or some cultural activity, मुझे याद नहीं आ रहा है. And he remembers that one function said, sir, वो तू प्यार है किसी और का, तुझे चाहता कोई और है, आपने जो आप ही नहीं गाया था ना? It's like, yes, I am the person. Oh, you are Dr. Vikas Kapoor. He remembers something that happened 20, 25 years back. And then we had a story about that song also.
He is creating a scandal now.
नहीं.
तुझे चाहता कोई और है, कुछ भी बोल दिया.
नहीं, सच्चा इंसिडेंट था, ट्रू स्टोरी था, ये आपके सामने हुआ था, you know that.
नहीं, कोई नहीं चाहता था.
नहीं.
वो एकदम क्लियर है उसमें.
मैंने गाना आपने गाया बोला, फीलिंग्स नहीं बोले इमोशंस के बारे में ना. You give a prescription, हमको ऑर्डर फॉलो करना पड़ता है जब आपके क्लिनिक में हम आते हैं, and you do it with love and affection. Who's the boss in the house?
Arvind, come on here.
Normal.
Ask better questions here. Is that a question?
Who is more romantic? Who is more romantic? That's a better question. Okay, who's not the boss? Who is more romantic, you or Mrs. Kapoor? Mrs. Kapoor is smiling.
There is nobody. You have to understand. I cannot be the best in my house. It's not possible. You think it's possible?
You agree?
Anybody
Yes.
who thinks possible?
Yes.
Anuj bhai, do you think it is possible? Can you be best in your house? You cannot be. You have to be the second best.
It's always the
Ramesh
soulmate.
bhai, Milon da apni bolun. How can we be best in our houses, sir?
He wasn't.
No way.
Can
I
someone
don't
pass the
think-
mic to Mrs. Kapoor once? एक बार उनके पास जरा mic को लेकर जाएं. A round of applause for her, ladies and gentlemen. The soulmate, the better half. उनका support has been very, very instrumental in the journey.
No, definitely. Like nobody is the boss, and we both are boss.
We both are boss.
देखिए, you got your answers. You got a better answer.
Mrs. Kapoor, when you look back, it's a proud moment for all of us. Him on stage, we are talking about his life, celebrating with patients who are going to be walking the ramp in a couple of minutes from now.
Yes.
What do you have to say
What?
here?
आपने निशब्द कर दिया उनको.
नहीं, मैंने उनको पहले बोला था कि मैं उनके पास माइक लेकर जाऊंगा. मैंने पहले से बता दिया था.
आप
No.
अगला डिनर बहुत मुश्किल है.
Yes.
तुम ये सब कर रहे हो.
कुछ भी.
Nothing much to say. Yeah.
Nothing much.
He is very serious. He is very dedicated. What else can I say?
Thank you.
He is very focused. In fact, he always encouraged me also to be focused and dedicated. Although we whole family. My son, he's also a doctor. He finishes orthopedics. So, like, we all are very dedicated, very disciplined. It's
Absolutely.
all because of...
The beauty
Someday-
about the Kapoor family, and where is Karan? I cannot see him. Yeah, Karan, can we just pass on the mic to him as well? एक इतने success के बाद ना, there is a possibility that you lose yourself. But when you stay rooted with all the humility and love and affection, and you understand it's part of the process. Ladies and gentlemen, can we have a huge round of applause for Dr. Karan Kapoor, if I may add? I'm so happy to say this on stage.
Thank you.
Karan, can we see you on the light? Yeah.
So I'm really thankful to everyone who's here. You've been very kind. You've come here to celebrate such an emotional moment for us as a family. I mean, with the blessings of all our grandparents, of all our ancestors, and all the hard work that we put in, that Dad has put in. And he's taught me so much through the years. It's really kind to see, and it's really nice to see him sitting there, all of you walking perfectly without a limp in your walk, all of you dancing, performing all your daily activities with that small thought in head, that I can do everything the way I wanted to do again. It's I was a small kid, and I was small when I saw him with all the big books around him, with all those knee joint models, the models of different joints that he had in his OPD. And I used to see them, and I could never understand the depth of what he was doing, the art, the craft that he was trying to perfect. But through the years, I came down to realize what kind of a help, a service he was doing to everyone in the society, to help everyone get back on their toes and make sure that they create a wonderful life for themselves. He's been kind enough to guide me. I see him every day as my guru and everything to me. He's my hero. I never got the chance to write an essay about my father, my hero, but if there is a definition of having a hero, he's exactly that to me. And that's how I want to live my life always. So thank you, Papa. Thank you so much.
Very few times, I say this, audience se koi dil se baat karta hai. This is the best tribute a son can give to his father. Can we have a huge round of applause? And then, not easy to get Karan to talk. He's also very shy, as a young man. लेकिन तुम्हारी आवाज़ तो बहुत अच्छी है यार, तुम तो रेडियो जॉकी बन सकते हो अभी. Such a good voice on the mic, I swear. He's also a good singer, I know, doesn't practice singing as much. In all these years, कोई ऐसा एक incident जो आप share करना चाहते हैं that really will stay with you and you want to share it with us? An incident of some family walking up to you and saying something that really overwhelmed you in that moment. Dr. Kapoor, जो आपको याद आ रहा है, you want to share it with all of us.
There are so many things which have happened, and all of them are sitting here, most of them, thankfully, and I called them and they came. So it started, as I said, 25 years back, and there have been people who have come up to me in airports, in shopping malls. They have just changed everything, and those small things which happened, the technology has changed everything. Now, I see Shamlu auntie, she was in such a bad shape and medically, and she fought it out, but she got her knee surgery done. And the fact that her mind wins over the heart, she has been able to come here. It shows that how much she is able to connect with us, and that connection goes out in my heart. That look, whatever you've done to the knee is a separate issue, but what you've done to the person is something completely different. And that is important. Ushadi, I watched Ramba Ho in a hired VCR in my childhood. Main nachu. It was used to be, and it used to be like anthem to us. And never in my life I had imagined that I will take care of her. I will touch her feet. I will be able to touch her feet. God gave me an opportunity to touch her feet through her knees. That is such a great honor for me. And I was grateful. She called us for her 50th celebration in Trinkas, when she started. Maladi. I knew her as such a big, such a big leader, a tall leader, our representative from South Calcutta in Lok Sabha. And she walks into my OPD. It was so simple, it was so humble. Even today she tells me, Ami apnar outdoor e jabo apnake dekhate. Look at the amount of humble, and this is what people connect is. That is why people become so big. They become so big only because they think like common people. They think that this man is so busy. I may be 10 times busier, but when I need him, I will wait for him. And that is what makes me so empowered today. Sitting here, I have Ramesh Bhai. I mean, he was after my life. This man, he is a great party man, a great visionary, president of Indian Leather Council. He is a man who everybody knows in Calcutta. Now, he was after my life for 7 years to get his knee replacement done. And I pushed him back. Eventually, I had to do it. and thankfully he is all right. So when you are living with people who are so close to you, my golfer friend Anuj, Mr. Anuj Sharma, everybody in the city knows him, Milonda, all of them sitting in the front row, Mr. Poddar, Preeti auntie. I just don't know how and what I have achieved. These are my achievements. You know, this is what I have done. So I don't know. What else can I?
Beautiful. You know, before we head on to a one-on-one conversation with all of you, which Dr. Kapoor is going to spearhead personally, can we just stand up once? Yeah, aye. Okay, come here. You know, it's 2025. नहीं यहाँ रहते यहाँ रह जाते हैं यहाँ रह नीचे चलते हैं आइए चलिए आइए
उतरना होगा क्या
जंप कर लीजिए ये 2025 है and in 100 years time such is the irony of human civilization कि कोई जिंदा नहीं रह सकता तो जिनसे हम नाराज़ हैं वो भी चले जाएंगे जो हमसे नाराज़ है वो भी चले जाएंगे जिनको प्यार दिया है वो भी चले जाएंगे जिनको हम प्यार दे रहे हैं वो भी चले जाएंगे But there are a couple of things that always remain. You know, time moves on. और वक्त जो है वो किसी के लिए रुकता नहीं है वक्त जो है किसी के लिए नहीं रुकता आपको 20 मिनट की शोहरत मिलती है फिर उस टाइम पे आपको जो करना है आप कर सकते हो to make an impact to other people's lives. The fact is, बहुत कम लोग होते हैं who can look back at their life and say, I have lived a life for others. हमने दूसरों के लिए जिंदगी जी है. Such are the people who are the real heroes in more ways than one. And I'm sure each one of us in this room and the world beyond us are doing something or the other. मैं आपको एक छोटा सा एग्जाम्पल देता हूँ. ये जो हमारी प्यारी उषा दी है जिनके साथ मैं मंच पे बहुत बार स्टेज पे शो करता हूँ, ये जो स्टेज पे शो करती है ना, लाखों लोग हंसते हैं, मुस्कुराते हैं, उनके 2-4 मिनट के जो गम है, and I've seen their despair and depression going away. कि यार ठीक है, जिंदगी में जो हो देखा जाएगा, আমি একটু উষাদিকে এনজয় করতে চাই, আমি ওনার সাথে গাইবো, আমি ওনার সাথে নাচবো. When she is sitting on stage and singing, it's her talent, it's a God's gift, it's a divine blessing. But kabhi na kabhi, I couldn't help but skip a thought and said, what about that gentleman, Dr. Kapoor, who's also the silent superhero who treated her? The fact that she can stand up on stage, go up there, walk. So that's why I say, inka jo kaam hai na, he's like, let me just end this by saying this, Dr. Kapoor, ye aapke liye. You know, consciously हम बहुत लोगों को खुश करते हैं, कुछ लोग होते हैं who just sprout the seeds of happiness and they don't look back to see उससे क्या हो रहा है. So कहाँ कौन सा पौधा एक बड़ा वृक्ष बन रहा है, ये हमें पता नहीं चलता. तो ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Kapoor के लिए can we have a huge round of applause?
फिर से ताली. I want some of my best patients who are sitting at the back, I want them to stand up, and the people who want to speak.
পিছনে যারা আছো একটু দাঁড়িয়ে যাও.
আমাকে শুনতে হবে আপনাদের কথা. Can somebody take the mic at the back? Okay. So
we have a fashion show for them.
No,
actually.
there are some people who would like to speak from the back, and যদি এখন না তাহলে আমরা পরে কথা বলবো. আমার সঙ্গে আরো অনেকেই আছে যারা আমার অভিজ্ঞতা শেয়ার করবে. I would like to, auntie.
What can I say about you?
Don't speak about me, speak about yourself.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You are the one who made so much difference in my life. So much difference in my life. And I'm most grateful to you for that. And that was a long time ago. Thankfully,
It will be better.
it will be better. Do you know my age?
I don't need to know. Why should I? This is a continuity of our journey.
Yeah, that's
We
true.
are on a journey. We'll continue.
Thank you.
Not here, wherever we are.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
I'm Shamlu's daughter, as I've been told, as I've been known in this city all my life. She's 87 today, and this man, Ainab, can I please have you here also? I will take a minute of your time, because the magic that these guys have done in the last 10 years of keeping this legend alive is thanks to what was Medica then and Manipal now. I don't even know how to say Manipal. But last year when she was in ICU for 1 month, she had a broken patella and a heart failure. For 1 whole month,
this hospital. This gentleman here told me she's my mother. I just leave it, Malika. We were all howling. We were howling. We didn't know what to do. This gentleman came and said, whatever you need is there for you. He did the surgery with a nerve blocker or something. I don't know what he did. How he did it, she felt no pain. And he told me that I have to do it. I have to give her that chance and I will get her out of there. And there she is today at 87. Will you like to please stand up so that everybody can see that it's the knees, turn around, and this is the lady they did magic on. When everybody told us that, what are you doing? We trusted this lot, spearheaded by Dr. Kapoor, who said, I will do what I will do for my mother. So I'm very grateful to this team. I don't know about knees and hearts and everything else. They've got it all.
Yeah. Amar, I have many more stories, but one small story from Ushadi, and then.
Hi everybody, namaskar, namaskaram, sat sri akal, salam alaikum. I am here actually only because I know you say don't talk about me, but there is not one single show that I could remember without saying thank you to you before I start my show. Thank you to God for giving you to me and to so many people. There is not a single show where I don't say a prayer to you and say thank you, God, for letting him make me carry on my singing. I mean, Kichu China, I don't need a single thing in my life but the stage. I want to sing, and if I can sing, it's everything for me. Like you said in your profession, the day you don't work, it's terrible. It's the same for me. And you know, that knee, I mean, we don't want to talk about knees at all. In fact, I don't. All that he and his team kept telling me, when I say his team, actually, they say that, you know, you've got to work with the team. Like just before I got onto the operating table, I remember so well saying to you, please don't leave me like in the Robin Cook books where the doctor goes away and somebody else is doing it. Yeah, but Dr. Vikas Kapoor is an institution by himself, and I think Manipal is so, so lucky to have you carrying on their good work. I love you very much, and so does my audience, yeah? It's just been brilliant. As I said, there's not one show. And everybody, I mean, you know, everybody has been telling me only one thing. When are you getting the next one done?
I won't ask. I won't ask. Because it's better to be afraid than to be sorry, actually. No, but seriously speaking.
He comes to you not as a doctor, but as a friend. A friend who's a doctor, and that makes a lot of difference to the patient, right? So, that's why I'm here today.
But he's been telling, the one thing that he keeps telling everybody, and this is through his physiotherapist as well, they are so bad. Jitna bhi dard ho, tumhe chalte hi jana hai. And that's what he says.
So my physios are bad. I'm not bad.
We love you.
I'll call my physios.
No,
and
no,
they're
not
sitting,
the physiotherapist.
and they'll bend your knee more
And
after that.
and
So
they're
be
the
prepared.
ones who tell me that without Vikas Kapoor ji, Vikas Bhaiya, Vikas Dada, 100 names he's got. But the one name I will say is that besides being the kindest man in the world and the most good-looking husband for the beautiful wife here, most good-looking, I don't know what it is that comes first, whether it's the heart or the soul. For me, the minute I saw him in his scrubs, I knew that everything was going to be okay and that I was going to sing again. That's all I
Wow,
wanted.
and we'll hear you soon. You have to. Maladi. আপনার বক্তব্য ছাড়া তো আর কিছু হবেই না।
আমার কোনো বক্তব্য নেই। আমি দাঁড়িয়ে আছি, দিল্লিতে যাচ্ছি আসছি, কাজ করছি, কলকাতা পৌরসভার কাজ করছি, সব কিছু করছি, যার জন্য তাকে ধন্যবাদ দিয়ে ছোট করব না, আমি কৃতজ্ঞ তার কাছে। কোনো এত ফ্যামিলি আর এত মানে ডাক্তার সাধারণত একটা গ্র্যাভিটি নিয়ে থাকেন, আমি কোনোদিন তাকে সেটা নিয়ে দেখতে দেখিনি। একদম বাড়ির লোকের মতো, পরিবারের লোক যেরকম হয়, তার অ্যাফেকশন যেরকম হয়, সেটা আমি ফিল করেছি ওনার চেম্বারে গিয়ে। কোনোদিন ফোন ধরে বিরক্ত হতে কখনো দেখিনি। এবং তিনি সঙ্গে সঙ্গে পেশেন্ট যেভাবে ডিল করেন সেইভাবে তো নিশ্চয়ই দেখেছেন তার অন্যান্য আনুষঙ্গিক ব্যাপারগুলো, কিন্তু তিনি একটা মানুষকে সুস্থ করে দিয়ে প্রতিনিয়ত এই যে খবর রাখা কেমন আছি, এটা আমার কাছে বিশাল একটা পাওনা, যেটা আমি অনেকের কাছে হয়তো পাই না। আমি কৃতজ্ঞ, এইটুকু বললাম। অভিনন্দন জানাই যে আপনি আরও অনেক এরকম মানুষের উপকার করুন, তারা সুস্থ হয়ে যাতে চলতে পারে, হাঁটতে পারে, কথা বলতে পারে, যেতে পারে। একদম মনেই হয় না যে কারো ক্ষেত্রে আমি দেখেছি নি রিপ্লেসমেন্ট তার হয়েছে, পাহাড়ে উঠে যাচ্ছে, সাইক্লিং করছে, এটা ভাবাই যায় না। আর
আজকে দেখা যাবে,
দেখা যাক, আমি যতটা পারি নিশ্চয়ই দেখব। আমি একটু ফুল দিয়ে একটু অভিনন্দন নিশ্চয়ই জানাবো।
Tanushridi, I just missed you. Please come, please join us.
আপনিও আছেন, আমি জানতাম না।
Thank you for coming, Tanushridi. Thank you very much. There will be a lot of people who would be enthralled to have you, and it has been a pleasure. So, come, no, come. Which way, which way?
No, this is the only way.
Okay. Now the program has to start with, there is a very short 20-minute workout. My patients are there, only 20 minutes to go, and then we will be finishing our program very soon. There are 20 minutes of very wonderful interaction with my patients. Yeah. So can we start our, where is my phone? My phone. My phone was here on the table. Yeah. So now we start. Please sit down. Just a few more minutes to go. And,
Requesting media to be please seated.
now is the time which we were waiting for actually. Arvind, after you finished everything, now
Requesting media to please be seated. We shall start the much awaited fashion show right now.
We are starting the ramp walk and the fashion show. The reason why I am standing here is because of the people who are going to walk out of this place. They are going to show you the things which we have never seen. I have never seen these things happen. I never imagined that people would send me their videos from Dubai, from US. Kahan se aaya? Main hu Don. And my Don is going to walk today because they gave me the motivation. They gave me the reason for this evening to happen, and they give me the reason for us to stand and meet together. So let's please wait for another 10 to 15 minutes before they start. Bingo, there we go. Let's start. So here you see, this gentleman had a knee replacement on both the knees only 3 months back, and he actually showed me that he was running. I was surprised and I had to stop him. He lives in Asansol and he is a regular gymmer, and I did not know what to say. So actually he suggested the idea that I want to show my skills. He sent us the videos of walking, of doing various activities. And I'm grateful that he has come all the way from there to start his activities and to show himself. You can do all the other exercises on the floor if you want to. You can stop there and you can start your exercises here. You sent me the videos, I remember. मुझे याद है आपने वो वीडियो भेजा था जिसमें आप बहुत सारी एक्सरसाइजेस कर रहे थे, तो आप नीचे आके भी कर सकते हैं. Next please come. Here we are. Come. is what we are. And there is a huge segment of what we are. My team, Dr. Kaustav, Dr. Shutanu, Dr. Bishal, Dr. Shovik. Can I have all of you on stage, please? Dr. Anirban is missing. My team, Arun, Ainab, where are you? Komal, Debraj, Soma, Avipsha. Please come, everybody. I know there is the whole PR branding team. Please come forward. Arvind, please come. My pride, my happiness, my senior consultants, my partner in crime, they are all with me for years together. Where is Kaustav? So, this is what life has given me. This is what life has done to me. And all of us, we operate together. Look at what they have done within 2 weeks. Unimaginable. I never thought doctors could be presented like this. And those who used to be patients are going to do this for us. And they are the people, the soul and the heart of Manipal Hospitals. I am so grateful to them. Life changes. We have changed so many hospitals, but we have remained the same inside. The humility, the happiness which we get by treating people is the core of our being, our existence. And in that, the support and the pillars standing here in medical science and the support and the pillars, where is Avipsha? She's lost. Okay. So yeah, she has to be there. And because this, you heard about my family, you now seen my doctors, but this is what Manipal is. Manipal is family, Manipal is doctors, Manipal is, the pillars in various verticals, engaging patients, telling them what is right, giving them the right information, telling them exactly where to go, what to do. The ethos of Bengal has been captured so beautifully in Dhanuchi dances done by the people with replaced knees, walking with replaced knees, dancing with replaced knees. This idea came from what Arun, Debraj, Shoma all inculcated, and then Avipsha formalized and discussed with everybody. I am so, so grateful to God that I have them, I have all of you, I have a life, and the day this life goes, it will take away the memories in its heart, which will be full of happiness and kindness, which all of you have given us. My friends, I just can see so many of you here. We will all be together forever. But at the same time, let us keep empathizing with people, help poor people, give them the best possible. Manipal has a fund for helping poor people also. So there are a lot of people who are have-nots, who do not have what we have. We have to empower the society to get their surgeries done. And if they do not have enough, we support them. We give them discounts. This has been, ever since I have started my practice, always help a patient. Whenever they enter the room, they should not go out without help. If they don't have money, give them. If they don't have money, operate without surgeon's fees. If they don't have money, bring down the implant cost, but give them at least what the world deserves to give them. So please, and thank you for being part of this initiative. I love you all. I don't know where I would be without you. This small initiative will go a long way, and we will have more and more and more people joining us in future, and more such events which will happen with all your patronage. Thank you so much for being here. God bless you. Happy Pujas.
হ্যালো 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 আমরা যারা এখানে পার্টিসিপেট করলাম স্টেজে, আমরা সারাদিন ভাই বোনের মতো ছিলাম, আমরা স্টেজ রিহার্সাল করেছি, উই আর লাইক এ ব্রাদার্স অ্যান্ড সিস্টার্স। সে কাপুর সাহেব একটু শুনবেন, ওই আর আমরা ফিউচার, আমরা আজকে few years back we are all knee patient. Few years back we are all knee patient, but today we are participants. আমরা স্টেজে পার্টিসিপেটস করলাম ডিউ টু বিকাশ কাপুর। বিকাশ কাপুর, 3 cheers for বিকাশ কাপুর, 3 cheers for বিকাশ কাপুর, 3 cheers for বিকাশ কাপুর।
ইন্টারভিউ চলছে, 1 মিনিট ম্যাডাম, এটা হয়ে যাক, একটু হয়ে যাক। এজেন্সির লোকজন কোথায় গেল? অডিওটা অফ করতে হবে। অডিও অফ। সায়ন্তন এখানে থাকো। পলাশ তো গল্প করতেই ব্যস্ত আছো, এখানটা থাক, স্যার ইন্টারভিউ দিচ্ছে সামনে। একটু সাইড দেখি ম্যাডাম, একটু দেখি সাইডে পড়ে যাবে না।